Hello, I'm Jai Barknazar. Today I'm starting to a new series called 30 Days of JavaScript. In this series, I will follow the GitHub repo called 30 Days of JavaScript by Asabene, yes. And my purpose with this series is at the end to be able to produce front-end applications, but I am a backend developer, so I'm not going to get very detailed about the front-end. I just want to be able to produce front-ends for my backend applications. And also I am planning to continue this series with a 30 Days of React playlist. So I will summarize the educational part of the day and show my solutions and talk a little bit about them. Okay, let's start with day one. So in day one, what we need, it's explained that the requirements are explained, and we need to install Node.js, but I am going as basic as possible, so I will just use online JavaScript compiler. You can also use the console, but you will see that my solution is a little bit easier to use. So the first thing we learn is printing to the console, console.log, and your messages between indentations. Happy New Year, as you can see, prints out, and you can concatenate these with these marks. Single line comment is dash dash, and multi-line comment is dash star asterisk dash. As you can see here, this syntax. Oh yeah, syntax means the arrangement of words and phrases to create a well-formed sentence in a language. So how you code is syntax, and there are errors, for example, syntax error, which means we did something wrong in our code. And arithmetics, we can do simple arithmetics, and using console.log we can print the result, as the fundamental stuff, modulus, and this is the exponentiation, modulus, division, multiplication, subtraction, and addition. So code editors, IDEs are code editors, and they help you to write codes faster and see errors faster. These kind of utilities they give you. You can use Visual Studio Code. It's popular in the front end and with JavaScript as well. It teaches you how to use it, but I will not use it to make it as simple as possible. So you're opening a folder, etc., etc. It's the first day. So to add a JavaScript to a page, there are 4 options: inline script, internal script, external script, and multiple external scripts. In internal scripts, this is our HTML, as you might know. In HTML, inside the button, we are adding our JavaScript command. This is inline scripting. In internal scripting, we use the scripting tag. This is you don't see this much this can be seen, but it's not popular as well, using scripts inside HTML. It's hard to manage. And another example, external scripting is putting the script tags here with the source file name, and here external scripts in the body. Oh yeah, we define the head, and we can define the body. Multiple external scripts. This is the most common one. We are adding the files, and you are also adding the file into the project files, and you just write the JavaScript code in that file, and you just kind of import into the HTML. So data types, there are numbers, strings, booleans, unidentified, null, and symbol. Strings defined like this, they are like texts, and they can be double quote or single quote. Numbers can be minus, 0, positive, or floating points, 3.5, 0.0, etc. They are all are number data type. And Boolean can be true or false. Identified means you're defining a variable, but if you don't give an initial value, it's identified. It's not null like other languages. And null is giving an empty value to a variable. Checking data types, type of is used. So if you check that, it's a string, it's a number, boolean, object, and identified. So comments again, variables. Variable naming are important. You can give these names, but you can't give these names. They are invalid. You can't start with an integer, or you can't use some special characters or some keywords that are used to used as operations in JavaScript, like let can't be a name, for example, because let is used to define variables. And there's also var, like variables var, but its future concept, it's about scope if you are experienced. But you can just remember we're using let to define variables in JavaScript. So we are just defining variables like a first name this, last name this, and we're just printing it to the console. It's kind of the same. Constant means you can't change this variable's value later. It's like a locked box. You put something in it, it just stays there. And if you use let, it's like an open box. You can put values and just take that value off, you change that value. So more explanations and exercises. These exercises are very simple, so I will not do it. You can try to do it, but in other days I will do the exercises before, and I will before the recording the video, and after that I will talk about them. And that's all for today. Thank you for listening.